Week 2, baby. We're back. Before we get into it, what's going on, Nick?
How much, bro?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Ish.
Doing all right.
What's going on? Dude?
You. What's up?
We're fucking back. Week 1 video. Technical difficulties got cyberspace dead. It's gone. Yeah. It's gone. We lost it.
Hacked by the government.
We lost it. It's okay. It's okay. We'll go over our picks week 1 and see who won week 1. We did our picks. Whatever,
Morty.
It's okay. It's week 2. And we got to overreact to week 1 like always. Football's fucking back, boys.
Sir, up to 215. I'm up 215.
I'm so happy football's back. You said you're up?
Yeah, and my bets last week, I was up 215.
Let's go. 215?
Yeah, because I won my Eagles bet, and then I won the touchdown bet on Sunday.
Oh, shit.
I did the math. I'm like, I'm up 215.
You're up
week
more
1.
than me.
I'm down 10 for week 2 because Dolphins, but we'll get to that later.
You gotta keep a spreadsheet. You gotta keep it all together.
Yeah, I just go through the bet. I only did a few.
It gets to be a lot come like week 6, week 7.
I just do it by week, and then I'll add up the totals like that week assist, and then at the end I'll just add it all up.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Math. Like the bowl video we were just watching. That requires math.
Math. Ish, how you doing in your bets, dude? How'd you do week 1?
Shitty. Lost them all.
Lost them all? You didn't win a single one?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's okay.
He won the Phillies one, but that's not counting football.
It's always the week 1 that starts out rough, like some NFL teams out there.
I used all my power, so I'm not going to win a single bet.
I don't want to mention any teams, but Kirk O'Chains had a rough week 1.
Hey, Kyle Pitts got the touchdown, bro. That's what I needed.
You can bounce back, dude. Bounce back week 2, and you'll be right back up, dude.
Hopefully, yeah, that'll be fire. Want some money.
Okay. Well, let's just get right into it. Week 1. Recap here. Let's put in Chiefs Ravens. First game of the season was a fucking hell of a game, wasn't it?
Yeah, by a toe. Like, that was like, I should have wore white cleats, but no, he was still out of bounds. No matter what color cleats he would have wore, but.
Do you think that would have mattered, though?
Not really. I mean.
You don't think so?
No, because they wouldn't have seen the grass.
I think you think highly of the ref.
It was out of bounds anyway.
No, I understand that. I understand he was out by a touchdown. But think about it.
Chiefs did get away with a couple things, though.
Dude.
False starts and Steve Spagnuolo calling a timeout, which you can't do.
Oh, yes. So there's a lot. Yeah, and you forgot the one big thing: the illegal formations they kept calling.
Yeah.
That was their emphasis for the year. They only called it on the Ravens.
Shit, dude.
I wish I had the picture, and damn, I wish I could pull it up quick, but this computer's so slow. If I pulled it up on Twitter, it's like the line. So like the legal formation is the tackles their helmet needs to break the belt line of the center, and from the angle that the Ravens got hit with technicalities. Like it was, but it wasn't. Like, it was, like, slightly, a little bit, like, they're trying to get a little reach. That's probably what they've been doing all last year. And that's why the league's trying to cut down on it. The Chiefs were blatantly in illegal formation a lot. No call. Fuck it. Like, dude, there's, like, 6 pictures on Twitter where it's, like, the line for the Ravens. And he was closer to the belt. Like, if you actually looked at the line, technically he was fine. But he stood up more instead of leaning forward. So the fact that his helmet was up a little bit more as a tackle, his helmet didn't technically break the belt line. The Chiefs guy was farther back, but the fact that he leaned forward more made it look like he was breaking the belt line. It made no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it's so silly. I don't get it.
Just adding extra shit.
But yeah, Steve Spagnuolo calling a timeout and the ref.
It was the other ref.
It was the ref all the way down the fucking 50 yards that way.
That's the guy in front of him. The ref right in front of him was just looking at him like...
No.
Like he was looking at him like, with this touchdown, and then like...
The other ref stepped in and goes, dude, that's the Chiefs. Gotta give him that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
He's like, bro, I have money line. The fuck?
Dude,
what are you doing?
Dude, this shit was so blatant.
That was Xavier Worthy, bro. Steal.
No,
And the Bills gave up that draft pick. They traded with the Bills.
thank you, Bills. He just gave them Tyreek Hill 2.0.
So he was
They
crazy.
also gave him Pat Mahomes too.
Yeah, that trade happened as well.
I thought that was the Bears.
No, they traded with the Bills.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, the Bears stayed
trade.
there and took Mitchell Trubisky.
Over him.
Yeah, Mitchell Turd Biscuit. Turd Biscuits.
Yo, chill, bro. That's the MVP.
That is just...
Don't ever disrespect the Nickelodeon most valuable player, cuz.
Yo,
Don't
that
ever
is.
do that to your...
I'll do it again. Mr.
Don't
Mitchell
ever.
Turd Biscuit.
The one and only. There's never been another NMVP like who you know that got the one and only award of all time.
Yeah,
that's GOAT shit.
that's how
if
you know.
ask
That's
me.
right in my trophy case.
That's GOAT shit if you ask me, bro. Like,
Like, oh, that's
the
great.
nigga got a one-off award that'll never be won again. Like, that's tough. That's kind of tough. Like,
Yo, Tom Brady.
like
got
when
it.
you look at when it says history of Nickelodeon MVP winners, there's only gonna be one name on that list: Mitchell Trubisky, baby.
Let's go.
That's
Fucking
crazy.
his ass.
That's crazy.
All right, so Chiefs win by a toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
Chiefs
ahead.
is still the
Go ahead.
Chiefs.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Start it up.
They're a wagon.
Start it up. Go ahead. You guys beat us last week.
No,
Listen,
We're not-
we're not
we're
going to
going in
pile
order.
on you.
Nah, it's okay.
We're going in order. We're giving you...
You've been hurt enough.
Go ahead.
We're going in order. We're not even done talking about the first game yet.
I mean,
Now we are. Oh, he forced
Derrick Henry
our
touchdown. I
hand.
got that. Of course, Derrick Henry got 4 more yards. I would have won like $80, but you know.
nah, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I was surprised they didn't idolize him more.
Well, because like they knew he was going to get the ball.
No, because Lamar was like, "Oh shit, I can run. I'm Lamar Jackson," and then started running.
I know he wasn't throwing the ball deep down the field at all. Like,
Right, because
barely.
why?
That one Isaiah Likely touchdown. But yeah,
I
Isaiah
mean, that wasn't
Likely.
even. I mean, that was kind of deep down the field, but
That was the
wasn't-
deepest pass of the game.
Yeah.
Like, the completed wise. I don't even remember him throwing the ball, like, even more than 20 yards in the air, besides that pass. Besides that pass, Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, if
It's turned into
Lamar
more Isaiah
hit that accurately, like they would have won that
And
game.
honestly, if
It was Isaiah Flowers,
Yeah.
bro.
So
At
they-
the end.
In the middle of the end zone, right? Where
Yeah.
That, I mean, and he got Isaiah like if Isaiah Likely wore, let's say, a size 12 instead of a size 15, that's a touchdown, bro. It was just his feet was too long.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing he could do about that. Lamar threw that shit on a dime, only where he could catch it. It was
Yeah.
a good pass.
Yeah.
Like if you was talking about like him trying to make up for that, he made up for it the very next throw.
Yeah.
Dude, feet was just too long.
Yeah,
Like,
man, like
if that was Zay Flowers in a size 10 shoe, probably, it's a touchdown.
Right.
This kid's both feet in.
it's
But.
crazy. It's crazy. They do say
Or
the NFL is a game of
Or
inches.
think about it. If it's like 1965, like there's no video review. They called it a touchdown. It would have just been a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You imagine how many
That's true.
games would have been altered, like old games
Before
as a
replays.
replay.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That would have been nuts.
Well,
Derrick Henry didn't get 50 yards, so
Well,
you
even,
stink Derrick Henry.
after the game, their coach was like, "Yeah, don't expect Henry to get the ball 28 times a game." I was like, "Yeah, I get that, but like,
Isn't that what he's there for?
No.
yeah, I don't
Not
know."
28, maybe like 20.
I'm just surprised they didn't run a lot of triple options, which they should be running.
But
Like
they were also, you gotta also think they was down in the game.
that's true, but
So it's hard to run when you're down.
yeah, but not if it's early. And they barely ran the ball early with Henry. Like I feel like
After the first
the
drive.
dual threat in the backfield with Lamar and Henry, and then
Right.
you can have a triple
it's
option
not-
with throwing the ball
but it's
too.
But it's not the game ain't predicated on Derrick Henry versus Patrick Mahomes. It's predicated on Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right. So I'll bet $1 million. Who do the Ravens play next week? We're not gonna get into it like that. But do you know? Can you just pull it up real quick? Do you know who they play? Because I guarantee you Derrick Henry has 100 yards tomorrow. I'll guarantee it.
They play the Raiders.
Yeah, I guarantee that they run the ball with Derrick Henry like 20 to 25 times tomorrow. He has like 100 to 112 yards and probably like a touchdown or two. I guarantee it. But the only reason that they do that, if you notice, if you look at Lamar Jackson's career, all his least, where his offense has the least amount of rushing attempts is all against games against Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and
teams, yeah.
and younger Baker Man. Not the team. I'm not talking about the team.
you're
It's the
talking about
quarterback.
quarterback
It's
matchup.
the quarterback matchup. So naturally, not only is Lamar thinking this, But his head coach is thinking this too because John Harbaugh really believes in Lamar. So he's like, no, we're going to show them that you're the better quarterback. That you're the, and that's sometimes where he hurts himself, and they end up hurting themselves in the long run.
I can see that. Last year's championship game, they ran the ball like 6 times.
Exactly the point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, if you look at all his games with his least, where Lamar's offense has the least amount of rushing attempts, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, I'm like all them AFC guys because he's playing them at least once, if not twice a year, including the playoffs. Some of them 3 times if you include Joe Burrow and shit. So it's like that's where they end up hurting themselves in the long run.
Yeah.
That if they end up just sticking true to who they are, and really working off of that read option with him and Derrick Henry, they would be unstoppable.
Oh yeah,
because then you could RPO off of that, have fucking slanters across the middle. You could have a fucking Zay Flowers running. You know what I'm saying? And then now your offense is lethal as fuck.
Oh yeah, because you can't stop it all.
Because then what he's doing is now he's running more of his offense that he was running in college at Louisville when he had 3,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards in 1 year. So,
yeah, I feel like what you were saying is true, and they put the ball in Lamar's hands because in their eyes it's like, well, why don't you have to have your best player have the ball?
Right.
So that's why I get it. But I feel like they need to look past that a little bit.
You want to. The key is to try to be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't shy away from who you are.
Of course. All right, well, let's just move on. Friday's game, week 1. Packers at Eagles, but they're at Brazil with the slip and slide field.
That field sucked.
Yeah, before the game they were saying, it's just like Lambeau, half turf, half grass, it's a mix. Even the players were like, yeah, we're used to this field, whatever. And then turns out no one was used to the field at all, dude. I don't know what happened. I seen during the game we seen the equipment managers taking all the cleats and they're having to either putting more cleats in or a different pattern on the cleats just to try to get it right.
Nah, it's different size cleats that you
different
use.
size and shit. Yeah, it's just shit like that. Well, they're using the drills
for football, because you can screw them in and out.
Yeah.
So there's 2-inch cleats, and then there's 2.5 inch, and then I think there's 3-inch, which is what you would use for big snow games and shit. Like the game that
more tread.
The game that y'all had against was that the Lions where Shady went off.
Yeah.
He had on 3-inch cleats. And everybody else had on 2-inch cleats. That's why he was able to have more traction. So it all depends on that. But
yeah, which that's becoming the theme now with the Eagles not having the proper fucking cleats and they have to change it mid game. So the equipment manager for the Eagles, let's lock the fuck in. Okay. Let's lock in.
I mean, it don't matter.
Let's scout the field out and lock in. Okay.
Y'all won, so it don't matter.
No. It's a problem. The Super Bowl. PTSD. I don't want to. Nah. It's bad.
That was 2 years ago, right?
No, it's bad. It's bad. Can't do it.
Hey, at least you guys have been to a Super Bowl more than once in this century. That's cool. It must be nice. How's that feel?
Well, we only won. No, we had 3 times, so we're one of 3. We at least won 1, but we should have won the other 2. But woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Right, but if you got there though, that must be cool.
We'd be getting there. Credit Howie Roseman.
Must be dope.
Refs was like, here, Chiefs. But, anyway. First quarter of that game was kind of sloppy. Both teams. Eagles with the turnovers. Jalen Hurts threw that pick and then triple coverage to Devontae Smith. Don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
The second one was bad. Miscommunication. The center off on the timing. Mm-hmm. Technically, the Packers should have 14-0, but they got 1 4th down. I'll give the defense credit; they stepped up. But yeah,
the one interception in the end zone wasn't Jalen's fault. AJ Brown slipped, and he wasn't there for the pass.
There was 3 Packers there.
Right, but what I'm saying is where he threw it, AJ Brown would have been there, and you trust AJ Brown to catch that ball. But he slipped, mistimed, and threw it right to the Packers.
But you guys also have a problem at quarterback.
Yeah, Jalen didn't play well.
Quarterback,
he was mixed.
When it comes to blitz, he is garbage.
Yeah, it's really
he was
bad.
6 of 7 for 91 yards against the blitz.
No way, bro. Those. There's no way. We were watching that game. There's no way he was 6 for 7.
But he was. But it was a 6 for 7 where it's like improv sloppy. He got lucky,
He got lucky
because I know
So what are you saying that one incomplete pass was the pick he threw?
I think it was
There's no way he threw just one incomplete pass on blitzes.
I think there was certain blitz. I don't know if it was all
There's
blitzes.
no way, bro.
I just saw a stat. And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't even know where that stat would be at.
Because we sent damn near 6 every time that he drop back. So there's no way we only blitzed 7 times. I know that's not true.
Maybe you didn't blitz that much.
Yes, we did.
There were 6
I know for a fact every single third down where y'all threw the ball, we blitzed. I know that for a fact. Because that was how we was getting y'all off the field half the time we was getting y'all off the field. Because that's why. He was either throwing the ball away, getting sacked, or that was when the one was on third down was when he threw that pick and triple coverage in the middle of the field to Xavier McKinney. But there's no way he only threw one incompletion on blitzes. That don't even sound right. I'd have to rewatch that game. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, I'd have to rewatch it. I don't know
Once
for
both
sure.
offenses locked in, it started to get a better game because it was like back and forth, But like Jalen Hurts was like he was mixed. Like he would make bad decisions, but then he had like these perfect throws. Like the one that Saquon Barkley was a perfect throw. But then you have the interceptions. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like,
I mean, both teams were bad on third down. Packers 3 for 11, Eagles 4 for 14.
Yeah, that's another one. You had the defense's credit.
The thing is, we had way more time of possession and way more total plays, but the fact that you guys had more yards per play kind of probably was why.
Jaden Reed was murdering us. Jaden Reed was out here.
But I tried telling y'all he gonna have over 1,200 total scrimmage yards this year.
Of course, I'm there because both defenses had multiple drop picks. Jalen Hurts could have easily had four picks. Nakobe Dean should have did the pick 6 of the house and dropped down. Of course, the very next play was that Jaden Reed 67-yard touchdown pass. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Really?
Same shit happened with us.
Yeah.
What's his name? Not Jair. The dude Valentine. He had a pick 6, dropped it, and then A.J. Brown caught that touchdown on Jair Alexander the next play. Mm-hmm. So, it's all about the next play.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
We'll move on. You
guys won. I lost my quarterback, so that's cool. So
that was gay. I was like, damn, really? Had 5 seconds left in the game.
It is what it is,
Saquon had a great debut. Saquon was everywhere, man. Devontae Smith made clutch catches on third down. So overall, it was good. The Eagles still got clean shit up. They did look sloppy beginning. They can't be doing that throughout the year. If
we somehow play on the playoffs and y'all got to come to Green Bay, we whooping y'all ass. I just want y'all to know that.
I don't think we would be going to Green Bay though.
Yeah,
I coming here.
I think it'll be happening. I think you guys should be coming to Green Bay.
I don't think so. Not with the Lions in your division. Because the Lions are going to win that division.
Nah, not happening.
Okay, the Lions look good.
Depends how long Jordan Love's out.
We not the fucking Rams.
Yeah, Jordan Love too, man.
The nigga, they was trying to play the nigga tomorrow.
I know.
No, that's stupid.
I agree with that.
That's some RG3 shit.
That's stupid.
That's some RG3 type shit.
But he can't stay out forever if we want to have a season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I mean, he was at max supposed to miss 3 to 4 weeks.
You would rather
he's young.
Yeah,
he's young.
Yeah.
If the motherfucker heal faster than normal, that's what he heals faster than normal.
Because I believe your team's going to have to live with that. Because what were you guys last year, 2-5, and then you guys won the 7-game winning streak?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to do that.
No, I'm saying
I want to win the division. I want to make a statement that y'all This is what happens when we get it. We have Brett Favre, we run the division. Then Aaron Rodgers took a couple years, and then we run the division. And remember, during them years, it was the Bears, and then Aaron Rodgers got hurt that one year with his collarbone, and then the Bears took the division again. And then
the Bears took the division.
I think
that 2013 year. I think that was it.
No, that was the 2018 year that they went 12-4, and Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh, the double doink.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was that year. So, but yeah. So it's I understand that these year or two. I guess now it's the Lions, but no, I'm trying to make a statement. I don't want to lose. I don't want to be a wild card. I want home games in Green Bay.
You still got a young team though, so
I don't give a fuck.
I'm saying your team is good enough to.
Wasn't the Chiefs won? Wasn't the Chiefs young when they won? I mean, the only person who wasn't young that was probably playing was I guess Travis Kelce. Was the only no, he wasn't. That was his first fucking.
No,
year.
what I'm saying is you can't. They had Patrick Mahomes.
That's fine.
The anomaly.
And we got a Jordan Love, bro. It's cool.
I'm saying your team's good enough to recover.
What do you
from
mean
the
stop?
You're comparing Jordan Love to Patrick Mahomes.
I'm not comparing. I am just saying that Jordan Love is 2-0 against him in his career. 2-1. Sorry, because he had the one loss against him when we went there and lost 14-7. But he is 2-1 against him. Oh, and last year the Chiefs didn't score 25 points, or they scored 25 points in 18 of the 19 games they played last year. Do you want to know the one game they didn't?
It's actually 2.
It was 1.
The Eagles. They scored 17.
Oh yeah, sorry. Good job, guys.
We were there. I'm like, I remember that game.
Well, they also lost some games too, so.
Yeah, in the beginning of the game. Yeah. Beginning of the year they were, but I don't know. Xavier Worthy's nice, I think.
But they didn't score under 25, but twice, and once was against you guys, and the other one was against us.
Interesting.
So we used our powers.
So all I'm saying is, like, I don't care about how young you are, because sometimes being young is being better, because you don't even know where you're at. You're just playing the game. Yeah, and that's what helped us in week 1, and that's what almost helped us beat the Rams. But shit happens, and our kicker forgot how to do his fucking job. So.
Yeah, rough. All right, well, let's move on to the next game.
I was close on the score prediction. I was up by 3 points.
Yeah, what was it? What was your prediction?
35-31. It was 34-29.
Oh, shit.
I was like, damn.
That's pretty on point, actually.
3 points. I was like, damn,
yeah, that's on point.
Oh, well. But
imagine betting that. Jesus.
I would have been mad as shit.
Right. All right, let's quickly go over these games here. So,
games.
I'm just going on the list I have like showing up. So,
right.
Panthers at Saints.
You call that a game?
That was a bloodbath.
You call that a game?
And the worst thing about it is the Panthers lost their best defensive player for the season in that game too.
But Panthers season's already over.
North Carolina.
They're going to be sick forever that they didn't pick C.J. Stroud.
Yeah,
honestly, the Panthers have the weapons.
Bro,
I think the issue's
I don't
deeper.
know, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna put that on Bryce Young, bro. I'm not. Did y'all watch any of that game? Now, I'm just all right. I'm gonna give y'all a bit of the fans, you guys who are watching, whoever of you who are watching, a bit of a backstory. Fuck the Saints. Okay, I had a $50 free bet last year on ESPN Bet, where I bet the entire week. There was, I think, 12 games that week, because it was like week 6 or 7, and that's when people start having buys. It was a 12-game week, a 12-game Sunday. It was $50 for $19,500. I got 11 games right. The 12th game was the Saints versus the fucking Falcons. The Saints were up 25-14 going into the fourth quarter. I'll never forget it. And they fucking lost. I think it was 28-25. Never forget that shit. So, fast forward to this year, I'm thinking, all right, it's week 1. Fuck the Saints. I'm never picking again. I'm never picking them in my life. I'm going to pick them and ride out. And then, I got a little 7-game, 1 o'clock parlay in. And, the Saints and the Bengals, who we'll talk about later, fuck you, Joe Burrow. All right, you Slim Shady, double doinking fake fuck.
It's Cody Rhodes.
I'm thinking, all right, the Panthers coming up, new year, new them, and all that shit. And then you guys get your ass spanked. Like, that wasn't even a game. Like,
that was bad.
I'm not going to blame that on CJ or Bryce Young, bro. That no one was looking good behind that O-line. Did you see that shit?
Very bad.
That shit was...
It was 30-0.
Bro, you ever seen it? I know y'all watch Family Guy. I know you've seen the episode where Stewie was playing football, and nigga catch the ball and he goes, oh, nobody's blocking, and everybody jumps on him from the defense. That was Bryce Young for 4 quarters yesterday or last week. That shit was so bad, so bad. I felt horrible for him. All 5'10", 170, motherfucker this big.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you look at the size of quarterback like that, having that much pressure, it makes it even harder to succeed with that pressure.
Because you can't see.
Yeah,
it's so hard, bro.
Yeah, you already can't see over your own O-line, so you have to throw the passing lanes, and when the passing lanes are clogged up by your DN taking your fucking guard into the fucking dirt
and throwing him across
the
pocket. Yeah,
scary, bro. Honestly, scary.
It was horrible.
If I was Bryce Young, I would have pissed my pants.
The Saints still are not good.
Yeah,
I don't like the Saints, but they played the Panthers. The Panthers weren't good at all.
I know they played the Lions this week, and
the Saints played the Lions.
No. I'm sorry. The Bucks played the Lions this week. I forget who the Saints play.
The Saints.
I know the Bucks play the Lions.
We'll go over those games. Let's just move on to overreaction.
Yo, hold on real quick. Yo, Nick, stand up real quick. I like that shirt, brother.
Capsule Corp John.
Yeah, bro. I need one of those.
I think it was Christmas.
Cadet Court.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's a
Aim for
Capsule
the
Corp?
neck.
I think it's like Capsule Corp by accident, like I'm from Dragon Ball or some shit.
Aim
Yeah,
for the
okay.
neck, dog.
The nape. Nape be killing
Shit
shit.
fire.
That's what we about to do to the Colts this week. But let's get into the what's some other games.
So this is the next game. So this is another slaughterhouse.
Saints still stink.
Vikings at Giants.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Daniel Jones looks very bad. Like,
But just as bad as those unis, bro.
Bro, I work with a
yeah, the uniform. Yeah,
I understand why they wore them.
at my moving company. I work with a Giants fan, bro, and he was like snapping and venting to me about like how bad he is.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then I told him the stat of all stats, and then that nigga almost cried. A grown man, hood nigga, almost cried, bro. I was like, do you realize that your starting quarterback has thrown 3 pick sixes and has thrown 2 touchdowns since he signed his contract? I was like, not just interceptions. Like, he's probably thrown like 15 interceptions. I'm not talking about
You talking
that.
about just pick sixes?
like plays in which he is specifically throwing the ball to the other team, and then they are directly taking that ball that he threw them and scoring. That's how he's literally accounted for 21 points for the other team and 14 points for his OT. That is crazy.
it is enough to make a grown man cry.
That is crazy. I could never relate. Like, I just could never ever relate. Y'all could relate like a couple times for like a year or two, but like I could just
The one series.
my whole life I could just never relate. No, because then y'all had Nick Foles and went to the fucking Super Bowl.
No, like the 2020.
No, that was cap, because that nigga broke history and was the first quarterback ever to throw for 4,000 yards, and I have a receiver go for over 500. That is crazy.
It was 2019.
Oh, all right.
All right. The year after that, we were about 4 and 12.
All right, yeah, all right. Because I'm about to say,
that year
because
was
niggas ain't give him credit for that year that he had, that 2019. He was really balling with nobody.
He was doing.
The nigga his number one was a quarterback. I know you know who I'm talking about.
Craig Ward.
Yep. That was his number one that year, bro. Yes, that's how I remember.
I'm trying to remember who the running back was.
It was
Josh James or some shit.
It was either it wasn't Kenyon Barner because he left by then.
No, it was.
It was like Josh James or some shit.
No.
Some generic name.
No, bro.
Who was number 39? Oh, some generic.
It wasn't Josh
DeMarco
James.
Murray, wasn't it?
No, DeMarco
he
been
was
left.
Yeah, he was
He
on
left in like
So it was after
18,
DeMarco.
19. Yeah.
It was something James.
Uh,
Like John James or something like
I
that.
had
It was
to
some
look it up,
generic.
but it was
ass name.
crazy, yeah.
but the running back had like 540 yards. That was the max running back we had that year.
And then Carson Wentz was second with like 300 yards or
Yeah.
some shit like that. Bro, he was balling that year. I remember that year, bro. They
Jalen
like
Rager.
everybody was trashing him for that year, bro. He had a good year that year, and then everything went to shit because he seen Nick Foles and he was the guy.
That shit was wild.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. The Giants.
Giants just.
Come on,
Basically,
we know.
they're waiting for the next season.
We know, bro. They about to go pick Shador Sanders.
I could
Oh,
like,
Jesus
talk about the
Christ.
Vikings. Like they played the Giants, so it's like the Vikings thing.
Exactly. Same with the Saints. The Saints played very well, but it's like
No. You gotta give Sam Darnold credit. He did look good.
He didn't see
making
Goose this time.
throws. And I was trying to tell people, like, bro, he's never had a Justin Jefferson in his prior life.
He didn't see Ghost this time. He's like,
Like,
he saw
he's
Justin
never
Jefferson.
had that. Like when he went 12-4 that year with the Bears. Or I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Mitchell.
I'm about to say, like, bro, when the fuck is
Sam Darnold, because I was thinking that he's never had a wide receiver like that. He was playing with the Jets.
yeah,
and
he had
then-
some good games with the Jets.
but he never had like a number one like that. So it's like I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is bad or anything, because I think that he's just like he's a 3,500, 25 touchdown a year guy just on the regular.
He's a solid,
Yeah, but throwing the ball in the vicinity of a fucking Justin Jefferson definitely helps.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so sure. All right, next game.
All right. Well, this is the surprise of the week.
Yeah, fuck this.
Patriots at Bengals.
Yeah, fuck
Bro.
this.
And honestly, watching that game and watching the highlights again,
Joe Burrow sucks.
not even that.
Yeah.
The Patriots out physical their whole entire team.
Yeah,
They out hustled them. They out physicaled them. They played hard. They played gritty.
Yeah, bro.
They played dirty.
They some bitches.
The
Period.
Bengals just their O line's still bad.
Niggas is a hard.
Joe Burrow couldn't get a second. The defense couldn't stop the run. They couldn't even
Ramondre
stop the
Stevenson
nosebleed, bro.
at the game, bro.
The Bengals defense played very bad, like surprisingly bad. And I don't know what went wrong. It was their home opener too. Like that's crazy. Like in Cincy,
Outside of
versus the
Patriots.
Pats. Everyone said the Pats were dead. Dude, like everyone had the Bengals, dude. I had the Bengals. I lost my bet. Like, dude. Oh man.
Like outside of Patriots fans, no one had him going. Ramondre Stevenson, 120 yards and a touchdown.
Patriots
How
fans.
many carries?
25. He averaged 4.8 yards per carry, so that's like 5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just
Niggas getting a first down every other carry. That's crazy.
Shit wild.
That's what Josh Jacobs about to do this week. I'm guaranteeing y'all. Y'all want to make some money? Put in Josh Jacobs 80+ yards and a touchdown. I'm guaranteeing that.
I don't trust your quarterback.
Exactly. So
we'll get
trust
there
the
later.
running back and Jaden Reed, because Jaden Reed's probably about to have like 8 carries for like 90 yards and a touchdown. Niggas finna just wait.
We'll get there.
Wide receiver screen, because you don't got to throw the ball far to throw a wide receiver screen, nigga. That's like me to you, Nick.
He's a younger Debo.
No, he's a younger Tyreek Hill. And I was just looking at these
I don't know
numbers.
about that one.
All right, bet. Say less. Hold on.
I see the joint.
I see what you sent to me.
No, did I send it to you?
Yeah. I know you're talking
Let me pull it up. No, I'm pulling it up. First 85 career touches of any kind, receiving, running of any kind. Tyreek Hill, 873 total yards on those 85 touches. That's catching, receiving, okay? Or running and receiving, okay? 10.2 yards per touch, 9 touchdowns, and 7 plays of 30+ yards. Jaden Reed's first 85 career touches, 1,027 total yards, 13.1 yards per touch, 12 touchdowns, 14 plays of 30+ yards. He's almost doubling him in every stat, except for maybe touchdowns, but they're off by 3.
Okay.
I mean,
There
I
might
don't
be a
know.
reason for that. Did Tyreek start his rookie season? Because Jaden.
No, we're not. It doesn't matter about whether you started your rookie. It's saying
That's
the
the first
first
touches, right.
your first 85 touches in the
Right,
NFL.
yeah.
Like that's why it doesn't matter if you played your whole first season, didn't play your second
Right, I
season,
understand.
played your third season, you didn't play your first season, played the next season. It doesn't matter. Your just first 85 touches.
Right.
Which Tyreek Hill did play as a rookie a lot actually. With Andy Reid, because Tyreek Hill was there, he was getting the ball from Alex Smith a lot. I remember those years. But
I'm just saying, like,
Alex Smith.
he might have not been
Yeah, bro,
idolized
great name,
the way
great
he's been
name.
idolized now.
No, yeah, he was. There was. In fact, they was using him more. They was using him more in a bit of a like a running and like wide receiver screen aspect.
He did
because
things like later.
he
Like
wasn't
halfway through.
necessarily the route runner that Jaden Reed is already. So where Jaden Reed, if you like split their numbers up like to rushing yards, receiving yards, it's probably swayed a bit more. Where Tyreek Hill probably had more rushing yards in those first 85 touches than Jaden Reed did, and Jaden Reed probably had more receiving yards because Jaden Reed is a more refined route runner. Tyreek didn't become a route runner until like his third or fourth year in the
Tyreek
league.
he's not getting rushing yards though.
Yes, he was. They was giving him jet sweeps and shit, just like Andy Reid. I was just looking at they had side-by-side plays of them too. And it's almost like Matt LaFleur went and looked at Andy Reid's playbook that he was running for Tyreek Hill because it's almost like they run the same plays for him. It's wild. Like the Jets, there was a jet sweep that Jada Reed ran last year for like 33 yards, scored that bitch. They had a play where it was marked up with a play that Tyreek had with the Chiefs. It was the same exact play. Everybody was in the same exact formation. They ran the same way. It was wild. From the same part of the field. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So it's like he might be Tyree 2.0. I ain't going to, and the motherfucker fast. You're not going to tell me that 33-yard run. He ran by everybody on that 33-yard touchdown he had against y'all. That run, I rewatched it because it was supposed to be that same jet sweep I was talking about, but he's seen that they had the outside cut off. But he cut in so fast and ran by but the one safety was trying to grab him like this. And he just couldn't. Like, the motherfucker just kept going, bro. It was crazy. So he might be. I ain't going to say the motherfucker and next year he's going to be a 1,700-yard receiver. And I'm not saying that yet. But he could be. Because I could definitely say that at this point in his career, he's definitely a better route runner than Tyreek already. Mm-hmm. For sure. That's not even close. Because Tyreek ain't really start running routes like the crisp routes that he, like being able to cut and stop and jump on a dime and shit like that until like the year before Alex Smith left, and then they put Pat Mahomes in, and that was when Andy started really creating plays around Tyreek, a whole playbook around Tyreek. Mm-hmm. But I think he's gonna be good though, so I ain't worried about it. But back to
definitely got a player, man. All right, well
back to Joe Bitcho and the Cincinnati. Y'all want to win. Y'all want to give us T Higgins, right? For like, y'all want a second round pick? We can get it up. We got a couple second round picks next couple years. We got a couple first round picks. Actually, I think we got 2 first round picks next year, and a first and 2 seconds next year. So we can give y'all like a second and a third. We'll give y'all a second from this year and a third from next year. I want that for T Higgins, please.
Yo, you're the fans think he's faking injury.
But I would.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's hamstring. Yeah.
He's like, I don't get it. I'm like,
I would. Yeah. What my man, shout out to Kai Cenat. What my man say? Give me my money. Give me my money.
He got franchise tagged, right?
T Higgins? No, did he get tagged? Mm-hmm. I thought they tagged Jamar.
They just signed him.
No, they Jamar to get signed.
I thought he just got signed 140 mil.
No, that was like 2 years ago. See, the problem with Jamar Chase and all the problem with Jamar. No, we not. The problem with Jamar Chase is that he still has 2 years left on his contract, and he already wants an extension.
Yes, and the Bengals don't.
That and the bank, yeah, they don't do that. That's his problem. Mm-hmm. That's why with him they like.
You got to play this year at least.
You got to give us one more year.
The only player that the Bengals ever signed is Joe.
Joe
with the 2 years.
They almost did it with Carson Palmer, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But
good call, by the way.
Yeah, kind of yes and no, because he did revive his career with the Cardinals. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
and almost won a Super Bowl.
It was a better situation with the Cardinals.
If it wasn't for fucking San Antonio Holmes and shit,
that was Kurt Warner.
Yeah. No, that was Kurt. No, what Super Bowl did they ever get to the Super Bowl?
They got the NFC title game because. That was that Larry Fitzgerald game.
Yeah, Cardinals versus Steelers.
Yeah, they beat us. And then, no, the Cardinals versus Steelers was Kurt Warner.
Yeah,
he's right.
Okay,
he's right. That was because Anquan Bolden was still on that team. Yeah, and they had. I think they had Edgerrin James in their backfield.
Yeah, because they beat us in the NFC title game that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think we lost by like.
But I forget the Carson Palmer joint because they got to the NFC Championship off the game where Aaron Rodgers threw them 2 Hail Marys, and then Larry Fitzgerald, Carson Palmer threw that ball across the field against, and Larry Fitzgerald went, and then they ended up he got down to like the 4-yard line or some shit, and then they ended up just throwing him like a little wide receiver pitch joint, and he just dove in the end zone. It beat us in 2 plays. That was the Panthers. Yup, that was 20. Yup, that was Cam Newton year. Yup, you're right. Damn, our fucking football history is like solid.
I'm like that was 2015, so like. I'm like 2015.
Because that's what I'm thinking of, bro. Because that was the Jeff Janis year. I remember like 3 years after. Because I remember we did a Madden league, and Jeff Janis. I had all white receivers. It was Jeff Janis, Jordy Nelson, and Eric Decker was my number 3. Crazy as shit ever. I was cooking motherfuckers with that roster, and I had to go get Jeff Janis from Mole. I had to trade him somebody, but I forget who I had to trade him for. I was like, I need him. Just need him. I need him. Just you'll understand. Just I need him.
I need.
Like they can't play cornerback, but damn it, they can run routes. Oh, so funny. All right, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, get your shit together, or I'm taking you off my fantasy
Yeah, they'll
team.
bounce back. It's
Okay?
week one jitters. You know.
Okay, and my starting quarterback, and I had to sit Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow, and watch that motherfucker throw 4 touchdowns while he had 8 points, Joe Burrow. So you better fix it, Joe Burrow.
They switched jobs.
Fix it.
He was trying to hit crossroads on people.
Fix
Joe
it
Burrow.
now.
That's why he didn't throw no touchdowns. All right, what's the next team?
Jacoby Burrows.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, bro.
Jacoby Burrows.
All right, next game, Steelers at Falcons. Now, this game was weird because TJ Watt
I knew that
pulled
was
the
going to
game up.
happen.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts got the 1 touchdown in the game.
I said I had picked the Falcons because 1 o'clock, DeKirk Thuggins. I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think it was just that first game, new offense, new squad.
Well,
that's a fucking hard defense to score
it is.
points on. So.
It's a hard defense to score points on because they're TJ Watt, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you
Alex
rewatch the highlights,
Highsmith is good too.
Oh, yeah.
Number 56, I think it is. Alex Highsmith, he don't get a lot of credit for what he does on
they
that
got
other
really good
side of TJ
linebackers.
Watt. Yeah, their linebackers are A1 steak sauce.
Yeah. So, but if you rewatch the highlights, dude, Kirk didn't look like himself, to be honest with you. I think Kirk is still tending to his Achilles. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I don't think
if
it's
you look-
tending, but that was his first time playing since he got injured, bro.
100%.
As a person who's played through injuries, had to come back from injuries, you never give I don't think any person ever gives, 100% of what they have in that first game
It's in the back of your head. Yeah.
Because you're scared. It's a psychological
Yeah.
thing. It's the same thing you could see it with Trey Turner when he first came back from the hamstring injury, for like an analogy. Like, them first 7 games, 10 games, he wasn't running hard. You could tell he was running at like 60, 70%. It wasn't until you gotta just, sometimes it just takes you just snapping out of, oh, good thing that was close. It wasn't close. I'll clean it up. But,
There's paper towels out there.
But there's a reason why people do that. It's because they're scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
It's the mental like.
Yeah, you
struggle.
could tell the way he
Yeah.
was dropping back. He wasn't putting a lot of weight on that back foot, which was his Achilles foot,
Yeah,
and you really need that. You need that bounce at the end of your drop back to bounce into your throw, and he didn't really have that. He was like throwing the ball like Aaron Rodgers with his upper body, hip, like just twisting more instead of using his legs.
Yeah,
So
there's only 3 people there's only 3 people in the history of football who's ever been able to throw the football like that, and they all play for the same team.
it's he just looked off, which I think it's going to just get better over time. They'll be okay. I still have the Falcons. Now the Bucks looked good.
Do you?
So, I don't know if they're going to win that division anymore.
Do you know what Achilles it is?
No, yeah,
Oh, I got it. Do you know what Achilles it was? Was it his?
it was his back foot one, so it's his right
It's
Achilles.
when he's going. It's the foot he's going to step off on.
Yes,
So the right foot, all right.
so it's his back foot, which is the right foot. 'Cause
Yeah, that would make sense as to why he seemed more timid, and like you said, he was throwing the ball the way that he was because it's that back foot. He's
being cautious.
He's not. Yeah, it's gonna take a game where it's the fourth quarter, or it's like maybe it's the first quarter and it's 7-7 and it's 3rd and 8 on the 25, and he's got a blitz coming and there's nothing he can do. He's just got to
he needs the run.
grip
Yeah.
and rip. He's gonna have to just really get on that, and it's gonna take that. It's gonna take him doing that, and not having to think about it first. Like it always take I'm sure Nick, you could probably, I don't know if you've ever been injured to the point where you had to sit out long periods of time and come back.
Well, after I stopped playing the game, after I stopped playing baseball.
Okay.
I did get hurt lifting weights, but other than that was really it.
Okay. Well, like,
But not when I was playing baseball.
yeah, but like, so for like me, like I had a quad injury or like a hamstring injury where I had partially torn. It was a grade 1 tear of my hamstring, and I was out for like 2 weeks, and I had to come back, and it was rough the first couple of games, like, you know, running. I wasn't running as hard as I wanted to because it was in the back of my head, like you were saying. It's like, damn, like do I have enough to like give 100% right now? And sometimes you just don't. So.
Yeah. So he'll get back into it. Again, if you look back to the game, he didn't really leave the pocket a lot too. That's probably another reason. So you could tell he just wasn't at 100%.
I mean, he's never really a person to run anyway.
No, of course, but his just pocket movement was he was a statue back there, like more than usual. You know, you could just tell. You could just tell he was tending and not really bouncing off that back foot. So hopefully he gets more comfortable and they lock in. Steeler, again, that was a hard game to start with a new offense.
And let's not forget the MVP of the game, Chris Boswell. 6 of 6 for field
Oh,
goals.
shit, yeah, that's right.
57 yards was the long, but scored all their points.
What a beast, yeah.
George Pickens had a couple of good catches too, like big third down catches and shit like that. So
he's a good receiver.
defense and field goals, baby. That's how they won the game. The only touchdown of the game was the Kyle Pitts touchdown that made me win my bet.
Good
shit.
He did want a touchdown, but I forgot about that.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
I called it too. And
Yeah,
they were like,
yeah.
"Oh, that's dead." I'm like, "Yo, he was the plus 200 on there. He was the one with the highest odds." I'm like, "Yo, he's gonna get it." He throw it up, and I'm looking. I'm like, "That looks like Kyle Pitts caught that touchdown." And I saw the number. I was like, "Yeah, Kyle Pitts."
Kyle fucking Pitts. And then
Let's
wasn't
go.
it 2 touchdowns back to back? It was Joe Mixon, Kyle Pitts, right?
No, it was Tyreek and Joe Mixon.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't happen until like the fourth because the Texans were at the goal line and then they threw a pick. It was like a penalty or something.
Yeah.
And Joe Mixon got the touchdown after that. And then Tyreek had an 80-yard bomb. I was like, let's go.
All right, let's move on. This was another really good game. Texans at Colts. Texans squeak by 2
Division
points. Man.
games. Anthony Richardson looking good. C. Stroud always.
Yo, Anthony Richard does look really good, dude.
Well, I mean, they didn't necessarily squeak by. Houston was leading the whole time.
Well, yeah, but they only won by 2.
They
So.
held
I mean,
them
that's
off.
not.
held them
I
off.
wouldn't say that. Yeah, I wouldn't say that they squeaked by. Squeaking by would be like Indianapolis kicking a field goal in the last minute of the
yeah,
game
okay.
and
The Texans
winning,
held
and
them
winning
off.
30-29.
Yeah.
That would be squeaking by. But
That's
no,
what
yeah,
they held off the Colts.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Both teams scored 14 points in the fourth, so it
Nah,
got crazy.
the better way to say that would be they stabled the Colts.
Stabilized.
No, stable because Colts are horses and you use a stable to corral horses. Never mind. Never mind, Nick. Right over your head, Nick.
Yep.
I thought you had a chance to Odell that thing, but you didn't do it.
Well, they lost, so.
Texans win. He mad at me.
Yeah, Joe Mixon ran. The Colts
Joe
run
Mixon
defense needs
hard.
to lock in because Joe Mixon ran all over him, bro.
159 yards, 30
yeah.
carries, a touchdown. C. Stroud, 234, 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins, 117 yards. So,
Bro, that is crazy.
Anthony Richardson, 2 touchdowns.
All right, y'all are Sixers
touchdowns.
fans, right? Are y'all
edge.
familiar with the we would love your loyalty over here at Oklahoma City. I'm just saying, but we could talk about that another time, Nick. Let's not talk about that on air. Y'all know? Are y'all familiar with like assistant coaches
No.
of the Sixers? All right, well, my homies that work in my moving company right now, they're moving they're helping move an assistant coach of the Sixers. I guess his name is Rico Hines. That's crazy as shit right
That's
now,
cool.
bro.
He's like, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Bro, that's crazy. They're not lying.
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
He got the summer league pass from Vegas. That is crazy. My bad to insert that in there. That was just nuts.
Yeah, whoever Aiden Pierce is, 3 catches, 125 yards. Touchdown.
Who?
Aiden Pierce on the
Oh
Colts.
yeah, he nice. The white bull.
Yeah.
The white bull. He
Bad
nice.
man.
He nice as shit. And his name Alex Pierce.
Alex
I think.
Pierce.
Yeah,
Alex Pierce.
Alex Pierce.
Aiden Pierce. I'm thinking
No,
fucking.
Alec.
Alec. So like Alec Bone.
Yeah, LAC.
I'm thinking Watch Dogs. The character.
No,
the character was
bro.
Aiden
He
Pierce.
nice. He nice for real. He nice.
I had him last year. He was my sleeper.
Yeah,
pick.
he a deep ball guy.
And when they lost, yeah, exactly, because he's really fast. Yeah, it's the deep ball guy. Yo, he called that bomb. That was a huge. That was the longest play of the whole entire week 1.
Oh, that Anthony Richardson 6-yard bomb. That was what a throw.
Yeah, dude.
That was a
dude,
fucking crazy throw.
crazy.
And crazy catch.
Yeah, he
touchdown.
threw it flat-footed, 60 yards in
Watch
the
that
air,
shit. Tell you,
and then went to the the sideline, and then Joe Flacco told him that's the farthest football I've ever seen thrown in a game.
Joe Flacco's been around the block too, man.
I don't know.
Man.
I would have to maybe put that Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary in Detroit. He was standing on the 30-yard line on the other side of the 50 and arced that bitch. Like, it wasn't like he just threw that bitch on a line. Like, Anthony Richardson essentially threw that shit on a line. Aaron Rodgers, I'll give it to him. He had a crow hop into it, but he arced that shit. I didn't even know that throw was possible. When he stepped back and threw that shit, I'm like, I don't know if that's getting there. And then I see Richard Rodgers just
box everyone out. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, you know who else? I was in my house going nuts because that was right after, and then I had texted the group chat and I was like, all Hail Mary Rodgers.
Yeah,
You
know who else? Low-key quarterback had a fucking rocket launcher for an arm.
Michael Vick.
No,
That's the farthest throw I've ever seen.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah, Jay Cutler had a
fucking
cannon. He had a cannon.
rocket launcher. He's a human who was born with a rocket launcher as an arm.
Yeah, and smoked cigarettes.
Crazy.
Nuts.
Anyway,
He was born in the wrong generation.
let's move on. Let's move on.
Longest throw,
Next
that Mike Vick throw against the Redskins.
That was a really long thing.
He was on his own 4 and just on Jackson.
That was about,
Yeah.
they said in
was like
the
a 70
air, I
yard.
think it was about 70 yards or 71
That jump
yards.
was, and it was on point too. I was like, I might never see a crazier throw than that, bro.
I remember watching it on Monday Night Football, like, oh, fuck.
That was the first play of the game. I was like, yo, like 90 yards for a touchdown. But all right, what was the next game?
Next game. This was another pretty good game. Cardinals at Bills.
Damn, I thought the Cardinals were gonna have that game, man.
Josh Allen put the team on his back.
They did rally
Facts.
back. They did. I'll give them
Facts.
credit.
And why the fuck couldn't Joe Burrow do that for me one time so I could win a fucking bet?
Because Joe Burrow ain't Josh Allen. Josh Allen
Joe Burrow's Cody
is
Rhodes.
a dog. Josh Allen's such a dog, he bites the fart bubbles in the bath. Okay? He's a dog.
Yo, I seen somebody, the receiver for the Bills, Keon Coleman. They said somebody was like, they had a picture of him and it was like, why is he wearing 2 mouth guards? And then somebody commented, it was like one for him and then one for the dog in him. I thought I was like,
the opposite colors of the team.
it's whatever team he's playing. Yeah, it's their colors, their primary colors.
He's a dog.
Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't have really a good game, first game. But he was wide open the one play. Kyler Murray just didn't throw the ball.
Yeah, it was a combination of, you're right.
Still getting, I think he had one catch?
Yep. He had 3 targets, 1 catch, which isn't great. So the 3 targets means either Kyler couldn't see him to get to him, or Marvin Harrison just couldn't get open, which is, it happens. You're a rookie.
Yeah, first game, getting a little jitters. But like I said, he was open at one play. That could have been a
even in the
touchdown.
press conference, he was like, he needs to play better. He said it. He goes, I gotta get more open. He goes, I need to get open. So I'll have him on my flex. I had to move him down. I have him, but it's okay. We'll lock in. He'll lock in. I'm not worried. He's still a generational talent. He'll get there. But Bills, dude. Bills, everyone was like, Bills are going to have an off year. It's the Jets division now. It's the Dolphins division. The Bills still look pretty good.
I just still don't trust the Bills, dude.
You're right.
The media has been hyping the Bills for the past 6 years. Mm-hmm. No, they finally gonna be, the Bills are the Sixers of the NFL. They can't get past the second round and always lose to the same team.
But the thing is, though, the Bills definitely changed their philosophy around. You could tell that they turned the page on the chapter. They still have Josh Allen, but no more Diggs, no more Jordan Poyer. They have a different system now where. They're gonna pound the rock. They're gonna try to get Josh Allen out the pocket more. It's different. It's a different type of offense that people aren't really used to.
We'll talk about Thursday night's game later. Mm-hmm. But Bills came back. I give them credit because Cardinals were winning most of that game, and the Bills finally was like, all right, we're a good regular season team. So then they decided to win.
Yeah.
Cardinals almost came back and won though, but that was a good game overall.
Josh Allen, week 1, diving headfirst in the end zone, doing a backflip. You love to see it, dude. Love to see it. Now, can't have Tua doing that, but Josh Allen, he's okay. He's nervous.
We'll get to that later.
Speaking of backflips, I can't wait until my boy Sugar Sean does a backflip off of Marab's dead body. UFC 306 at the Spear tonight, 8 o'clock. Be there. Next game.
Or Parks Casino.
We're not sponsored. Next game here. Next game. Titans at Bears. Now, this game was weird because the Titans were up, like, basically most of that game. Well, at halftime, they were up like 17-0 or something. 17-3.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all get off, and then I have one quote to sum the whole game up.
Caleb Williams had 93 yards.
Yeah, he didn't. See, Caleb, that whole game, he was off script. He did his drop back. He did his progression reads and couldn't find anything, and he had pressure and he had to run around. Half that game, like most of that game, was all off script.
Offensive line, the Bears defense won that game. It was basically Titans versus Bears defense.
Yeah, Bears defense won that game. They had a touchdown.
I think they had two.
That like one, I know they had at least one.
The one at the end of the game that kind of sealed it.
But then, and the kicker, man, the field goals. The Titans, they looked good in the beginning, and then they kind of fell off. Will Levis...
Bears defense made adjustments, and they did it well.
Yeah.
Will Levis was like,
The halftime adjustments were huge for the Bears there.
Tony Pollard had a touchdown. I was like,
all right. You guys ready for the quote?
What's the quote?
To sum the game up? The head coach of the Tennessee Titans came out and said about his offense, quote, "Yeah, we probably could have punted on first down every single time in the second half and won," unquote. Next game.
Damn.
Next game. I think that sums up everything.
Hall of Fame punter.
It just next game. That was horrible. That was
but the Bears defense.
This was a nail biter. Jags at Dolphins.
Yeah, it was closer than
field goal for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was closer than the Jags. Not really sold on the Jags. I mean,
see, I think it was. You know how sometimes people pre-game like an event. Yeah. I think Tua had pre-concussion during week 1, and maybe that's why the game was closer than it was supposed to be.
Yeah, he didn't look great.
Yeah, he had pre-concussion.
Yeah, then he had that 80-yard bomb.
Yeah, look at Scotty Scheffler got arrested at the U.S. Open. Went off and won that shit. Tyreek Hill almost gets arrested before the game.
No, fuck him, yo. I had that motherfucker down for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, and it was like a $10 bet to win like $85. And the motherfucker had 130 yards and 1 touchdown, and the other touchdown that he could have had, his fucking foot was out by like a fucking centimeter.
Isaiah Likely style.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, so that was a wild game. Jags, they just look the same. Like they
don't have any good, like, Christian Kirk had like 1 catch for 4 yards.
Christian Kirk didn't really get open.
That's why he's benched in my fantasy team because he didn't do shit.
Yeah.
And then Etienne had a touchdown. Etienne fumbled at the goal line. That was a big turnover right there.
Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, that was.
He was supposed to be bad. It's so did the Bengals guy.
Yep.
I forgot to mention that. And then I mean, Trevor Lawrence still looks normal, same. But yeah,
I don't know. The Jags they need to try some new things out. I don't know. They're good, but they're not. They just can't get over that. Like, just win the game.
They need to watch out for the Colts, man.
Yeah, bro.
Texans gonna win the division, but if Anthony Richardson stays healthy, the Colts are gonna be an issue.
The Colts, yeah, because the Colts' run defense sucks, but other than that, they have a decent defense, and their offense is good. Like, they look good. Yeah. They do.
Shane Steichen, head coach, so you gotta watch out.
You can't sleep on Jonathan Taylor too, man.
Jags need to step up, dude. Mm-hmm. Like they no time for them to fuck around.
Yeah, bro. Whatever happened to fucking Saxonville, dude? Yeah. What the hell?
Side note, guys. Sorry, 30% profit boost on UFC parlays tonight.
Ooh, but only up to a certain amount of money, so I can't use it.
What do you mean?
It's gonna be like only $10. Ooh. Like I'm poor.
No. There's a max wager of $50 associated with this offer.
Oh, but what's the odds though? It needs to be plus 400. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no.
But you could pick 2. You could pick 2 fights and then have it be plus 400.
Yeah, but I'd have to pick like 2 gay fighters. Okay,
that's retarded. We're gonna talk about this, and then I'm gonna make a bet for you.
All right, Broncos at Seahawks. This was an interesting game.
Bo Nix looked okay.
Bo Nix did look okay.
Oh shit!
I think Sean Payton's using him well.
Yeah. It's his first start,
Nah, bro. Bo Nix him, yo. He had a run that convinced me, bro. It was like 3rd and 8. Yeah, bro. It was 3rd and 8. Motherfucker. See it, hut. looks, first read, covered. Second read, covered. He had a DN cover from this way. He said, oh, get off me. Started running, juked out a linebacker. He had another safety coming at him towards the end zone. He said, spin cycle, and spun in the end zone. I said, oh, he's him. Mm-hmm. He's him.
The player talking about that shit was wild.
Yeah, it helps probably being like 26, though.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
The numbers don't look anything crazy, but if you
No, bro, he made a couple plays, though.
Yeah,
it was like,
you can see it in him.
It was like, oh, shit.
He's definitely got some potential.
Yeah, he
for
got
sure.
it. Yeah, for sure.
What lost in that game was the Broncos defense.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure.
Kenny Walker got 100 yards and a touchdown.
He was cooking.
But now Kenny Walker's hurt, so I have to put him on the
couldn't
bench.
stop the
now.
run.
I had him on my touchdown parlay, but it didn't hit because Jamar Chase said, I don't want to play football.
But the Broncos don't look terrible, so that's promising.
Yeah, so overall.
So they might win a few games, dude.
Gino played barely good enough to win, but Seattle needs a quarterback, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gino's
alright,
okay.
He's not like an insane
Yeah. He missed a lot of
he's already at where he is. He's not going to get better.
Yeah.
But they won the game in the end.
Yeah. Seattle's always going to be a decent team. They got good. They just got a good foundation,
Yeah, they got good. It's a good organization.
Raiders at Chargers. No surprise here. Chargers win.
Yo, J.K. Dobbins, dude.
No,
J.K.
fuck that,
Dobbins,
bro.
dude.
I
had the Raiders. I had the Minshew mania, and he came
Not
up
good.
short.
Yeah,
It is
the
what it
Raiders
is.
just don't have the personnel, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Or the coaching.
Yeah.
Or the quarterback.
Or anything.
Or
They
defense.
have Max Crosby. That's it. They should just put Max Crosby on offense. See what happens.
They have Max Crosby and Devontae Adams. And then a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
It's okay. They'll get there. Silver and black. They'll get there.
J.K. Dobbins, dude, 135 yards on 10 carries.
Coming off that Achilles injury, too, man.
And a touchdown. Yeah, that's
What a
big,
beast.
Big long run.
What a beast.
I should have picked him a touchdown
He
bet.
was on, shout out Pat McAfee show. He was on Pat McAfee show. Dude, he's fucking funny, dude. J.K. Dobbins is funny as shit. He's like a real upbeat, funny dude. He reminds me of Jameson Williams. Like, the dude from the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
With the Naruto band and shit.
You're
you
talking
mean Jamal
about
Williams?
Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams, sorry.
Crazy guys, bro. He
He
looked like
plays for the Saints now.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, dude, JK's a fucking beast, dude. He's funny as hell. You can tell he's a locker room guy. His personality's infectious. He's funny as hell. Coming off the Achilles, dude, he had a fucking hell of a game, dude.
Yeah, 135 yards.
Beast. What a beast.
And then Lad McConkey.
Lad McConkey.
Yeah, touchdown.
Say it right.
Lad McConkey.
McConkey. I have him on my
Lad
bench.
McConkey.
Yo, he needs to be the Conkey from Trevor.
I'm still
Lawrence
debating
following.
start him over Christian Kirk.
Shit, you might, because Christian Kirk didn't do shit.
Yeah, I know. We'll see.
Lad McConkey.
Next
touchdown.
game, the bloodbath game again. Cowboys at Browns. The Browns look bad.
suck.
The Browns look bad.
Got
Browns
their
are
ass
terrible.
cooked. Deshaun Watson doesn't look like he can play football anymore.
Yeah, it's not
next
great,
game,
dude.
Next game. Let's just not.
I don't like
They're
it.
already dead on the inside. Let's not kill them on the outside, too.
No, we are, because they deserve it. The Browns were awful. Like, they didn't fucking do anything. Like, they didn't do anything right.
In their
like,
strong
at
suits,
all.
their
Like,
defense, they couldn't stop the pass, dude. They couldn't stop Dak, dinking and
I
doinking.
mean, yeah, I was about to say, well, they kind of did because Dak didn't even have 200 passing yards, but
it was just, their offense was so bad.
their defense scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, the Cowboys. Yeah, they did.
They didn't
That's
even
true.
do much on offense.
Yeah, you
because
know,
every
yeah,
time
you're
they
right.
had the ball, they were on the 30-yard line.
Plus, they had a 60-yard touchdown. Turpin.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So it's like their offense didn't need to do much. So you can't even really blame that on the Browns' defense.
I mean, they had Deshaun throw the ball 45 times. Like,
Well, that's
you're not
because they
winning
were
the game.
fucking down 17-0 after the first quarter.
Browns
What
suck.
the fuck are you gonna do?
Just classic Browns. That's why they
Browns.
lose an orange
All right,
helmet.
let's roll through these next couple games too, because we got to do week 2 picks, right?
Yeah, true.
And
I lost my spot.
and let's talk about the spear,
All right,
the
let's-
globe and spear. I can't wait to get drunk.
This
tonight.
was a really good game. Commanders at Bucks. Dude, the Baker Mayfield,
Shout out my bench quarterback.
the Baconeers, dude, cook. Baker looked great. Mike Evans, dude, still
Yo,
got it.
Can I give you guys the possibly greatest missed nickname of all time?
The Baconeers.
No. So you know Chris Godwin, right? Chris isn't his first name. Did you know that? His first name is Rod Godwin. So
Rod the God?
No, fuck that. You're telling me I could have been calling him the Rod God this whole time? And you took that away from us?
He's probably like, yeah, I don't want to be called
Could
that.
you imagine? 47-yard touchdown by the Rod God. Bro, come on, bro. That is an elite nickname.
Chris Godwin's probably like, nah, I'm just...
The Rod
Call me
God.
Chris.
Yeah.
He's like, just call me Chris.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
The Rod God.
Yeah,
I'm calling him that
get
forever.
83 yards and a touchdown.
I'm calling him that
Yeah,
forever.
I want
now.
to see. Hold on, I need to see.
Shout out him.
Because I'm curious.
Like
I'm
Evans
not
had 2
100%
touchdowns.
how good Jaden Daniels did.
He did really good. He had almost 30 fantasy points.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
184
17 for
yards.
24, 184.
And he had like 80 rushing yards or something.
Yeah,
Something
88
close to
rushing
that.
yards, 88 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Overall, he played pretty well.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Their defense couldn't stop a bleeding. Their defense couldn't stop a parked car, and the car's already parked. Like,
If you notice, the theme of all these Week 1 games is most defenses could not stop the run.
yeah,
Could
because
not stop
everyone.
the
Well, why? Why though?
Week 1.
No. Why?
Week 1.
No.
That's
why. Why? Because it's a what now?
Week 1.
No, it's what type of league is it now?
No fun league.
No, well, obviously it's always been that. It's a pass dominant league. Everything's about the quarterback, right? So if I'm a fucking offense, if you're a defense, especially you gotta think like if you're a defense going against some of these quarterbacks specifically, what your predication is to stop the quarterback. You gotta stop the air attack, especially you think about it. C.J. Stroud has barely 200 yards passing. That's because Joe Mixon had 160 yards rushing. It's like if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit too.
Oh, yeah. You need to have that balance.
Of course, they're thinking pass first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run this bitch.
Colts ain't thinking that this week though. They're gonna be like, yo, like they're gonna run the ball. Everyone blitz.
I don't know how.
We'll get to that. We'll get to
I
that.
don't know how our defense is gonna approach that game. That's a good question.
All right.
we'll get there.
Let's,
Because we can't necessarily just send 7
I'm
against.
talking about the Colts.
Oh
Against
no,
you
that'd
guys.
be dumb. That would be.
We'll get there.
Yeah, that'd probably be stupid.
All right, last couple games here. The Sunday night game, Rams
good
at
game.
Lions. That was another really good game.
Yo, no, man. Fuck the Rams, dog. I had the Rams, and they look good for 4 quarters. And then the Lions got the ball in overtime and said, we forgot what the forward pass is. So we're just going, in the words of Marshawn Lynch, run through a motherfucking face over and 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 over again.
All I need was 33
Until the
yards.
motherfucker can't
Jared
feel
Goff.
his face no more. Like what the fuck was that? It was like, Penei Sewell was just looking at a defensive end. It was just like, your soul, death, mine. Next play, your soul, mine. Like, yo, it was nuts. They were going crazy. I've never seen a team take someone's soul like that before.
You know what that is, though?
It's Dan Campbell, missile.
Well, it's Dan Campbell. It is Dan Campbell because it's pure conditioning. The Lions were fresher at overtime in fourth quarter than
100%.
the Rams. That's what that was.
100%. And you gotta think the Rams are the older team.
Yep.
You know, because that shit ain't happening to the Green Bay Packers, baby. We young and we athletic, baby. We get after it.
So, yeah, you could tell, that's exactly what happened. You're like, all right, OT, how bad do you want it? How bad do you fucking want this? And they just ran through them, motherfucker.
This is what the Rams could. This is what the Rams could have did.
What'd you say there?
I had Jared Goff 250 passing yards. He had 217, and St. Brown I had 50 yards, and he had 13. So if they threw the ball every time, I probably would have won that bet. I would have won 2 bets in one day, but no. Like you said, they just ran the ball.
Yo, that's another reason why everybody keeps spamming Chris Godwin touchdown is because the Lions are trying to do what they can do best as far as taking away the number 1 receiver of opposing teams. So don't bet Mike Evans touchdown. A lot of people are saying bet Chris Godwin touchdown.
What if I bet Mike Evans touchdown? He gets a
You
touchdown.
might lose.
Might. That's what everyone said about Kyle Pitts.
That's a good one.
No,
I'll think about that.
He did.
Kyle Pitts is just scary.
Kyle Pitts.
I didn't say no. It's just scary.
I was gonna say he's not even. Yeah,
I took a risk and I won.
Yeah, you did. You're
100%. I'm gonna win again. Right. I'm gonna win again.
I hope so, Nick, because you're paying for it. Brick this Sunday.
Depends how much I win. If it's under,
you're gonna pay it all.
All right,
pay it all.
I'm not doing it for most bucket, even though that's not happening.
Let's just knock through this last game.
So it don't count.
Week
$97 a bucket.
This was a sad performance. Jets at Niners.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't sad. It was
After
exactly,
the first drive.
No, it was exactly what the fuck I said was gonna happen. And then nobody want to listen to me in the fantasy football group chat when I kept telling people that the San Francisco 49ers defense is nightmare fuel for Aaron Rodgers. How do I know that? Because I don't know. I've been watching it for the last 20 fucking years of my life.
To be fair though, he didn't play that bad.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
The pick was a deflection, and I think if you look,
throw the ball better, bitch.
No, you're just a hater. It's okay.
I'm not a hater.
No, you are.
I'm a truther.
For real though, there was a lot of drop balls on the Jets. The receivers could not catch the fucking ball. If you pull up the stats for that, I bet you there was at least it might have been almost 10 drop balls. I swear to God.
I can't find the drops.
Do you know why?
Do you know
why? I know exactly what pick you're talking about. You're talking about that pick.
The one
that
on the sideline when it bounced off.
No, it was a slant play over the middle of the field, and it hit off the dude's shoulders. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if you're like in training camp or in mandatory OTAs. I don't know. It has a bro. No. I think you're. I am not going to let people keep giving Aaron Rodgers the benefit of the doubt, because I'll guarantee you, had he been in OTAs and been in practice with that third string or fourth string receiver who didn't know the ball was coming to him at that time, because why? Because they weren't on the same page. Why? Because it's probably the first time Aaron's ever thrown the fucking ball to the fucking guy. So, no, I'm not, because I had to deal with that shit all year last year. Not last year, but 2 years ago.
I understand where you're coming from.
Everybody was giving him all them excuses of, bro, those receivers are just young and they don't really know what they're doing. But then the guy who sat on the bench all year, who was actually practicing with them guys the last 2 OTAs and the spring practices and all that shit, went out and did something Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre couldn't do with that same young team, and that was take him to the playoffs in his first year starting. So I don't want to hear that not practicing doesn't matter, because that play right there was an exact example of why practicing matters. They weren't even on the same page.
I get it, Ish, and I think you are partially right. You are. But it's the fact that Aaron Rodgers was making tight window throws like he always does in the spots where only receiver can get it, and the receivers were dropping the ball. Now, it could be a timing thing, and you're right, it could have been a practice issue. Whose fault is that?
Aaron's, because he's not there.
I think it's Rob Saleh's fault, too.
How? You're a grown motherfucking man. Be here. Be where you're supposed to be.
Or catch the ball.
I think Nathaniel Hackett had a poor game plan.
I would accept that before accepting that it's the head coach's fault that a guy isn't coming to practice and coming to his job that he's getting paid for.
What I'm trying to say is I don't think it's all the practice for Aaron Rodgers not being there in OTAs. It's whatever.
I think it's, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's whatever, though. I think it has a direct impact to how teams play. Why did y'all look so sloppy in the first half on offense? Because y'all offense didn't play the entire preseason. Y'all got no real game snaps. Y'all got a little bit of game repetition, and what happened? Y'all took off.
That's true.
Exactly my point.
No, I get.
First quarter.
Exactly my point, bro.
But I don't think Nathaniel Hackett's offensive game plan worked well.
But whose fault is that?
And also the defense.
Whose fault is it that he's there?
After the first drive, they didn't do much. Like the first Jets drive was like
they look competent. They look like a football team.
Broke the food in the score. Then the 49ers were like, all right, we're not having that.
The 49ers looked at their game plan, how they attacked that first drive, adjusted, and Nathaniel Hackett couldn't fucking break their defense. Okay. And then on the other side of the ball, the Jets defense looked terrible.
But let me ask you
against the Niners. They couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop play action. It was
you said Matt Hackett, right? You keep talking about these coaches, right, as to why this thing isn't. We're just going to deflect the blame off Aaron Rodgers.
No, I didn't. Listen, Aaron Rodgers wasn't perfect.
Let me ask you a question. How did Nathaniel Hackett get there?
Because of Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, that's all I want to say.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I just think you have a vendetta against Aaron because he played like shit and you lost against the Niners. I get it. You have a personal.
It's like
you
us
don't
with
like
Carson
AR
Wentz.
right now.
It's like us with
Right?
Carson
I
No,
get
Wentz.
it.
it's not
But you have
that.
to
I
look at
just know
things-
I don't
there's
appreciate
more
that
than
people
just-
are giving him excuses for
It's-
things that he could have changed himself.
But
by
it's
just
more than
showing
just
up.
what Aaron Rodgers did wrong and not coming to training camp and not working with the young guys. I get it. That does play a factor, but it's
he
not
was,
the only factor.
he was 0 for 10 of throwing balls 20 plus yards down the field. That's not like Aaron Rodgers.
Some of them were drops.
Huh?
A lot of them were drops.
No, I watched at least 3 of those, and he either overthrew or underthrew them by at least 5 yards. I watched the game too. Like I understand that everybody gets drops. Everybody deals with drops sometimes. Not every wide receiver is fucking Larry Fitzgerald. Obviously, people deal with drops. But how do you come back from that? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Old Aaron Rodgers would have said, "Fuck that! I'm gonna keep throwing the ball to you, and I'm gonna keep throwing the ball to you till you fucking catch it." Right? Old Aaron Rodgers, right? Young Aaron Rodgers that was trying to make a name for himself and trying to be the next up after Brett Favre would have showed up to OTAs, would have showed up to spring practice, would have got them reps in, so that when he had that,
Maybe he's just old.
He's old. He wants to save his body. It's too much training. At that point,
If he doesn't play with this
he
year,
has
he's not
enough
coming back.
experience where I get it. You want to work with the young guys, and he did. He was in training camp, but he just didn't go to OTAs. He's old. I get it.
And
Like
comfy
he
Achilles.
just came off Achilles, bro. Like you need to be careful with the amount of training you do because
the nigga made a whole media ordeal about how he was going to be the fastest person to ever come back from ACL or from the Achilles injury.
People are
And
dumb for
he was
listening to
on
that.
pace to do that.
That
If
shit was
the
not gonna
Jets
happen.
were going to make the playoffs, they didn't. So then he slowed down. There was no point to rush.
So
him.
he was never coming back.
Thank you, Nick.
People made. I mean, no, he was not coming back from that.
Thank you, Nick. Don't say he was
sure
on
enough.
pace, bro. Don't
was
say
sure
that.
too. That's a
Don't
whole
say he was on pace, bro.
Alright, dude.
The nigga's not some super. You just told me he's 40. He's too old. He's too old to practice a lot.
was
Now
never
he's
come
finna
back
come
from that.
back from a career-ending injury faster than any person in the history of people. Come on, bro.
Anyone who really thought
Come
he was
on,
coming back
Mike. You
was
don't
like-
even believe that.
Bro.
Come on, Mike.
I'm saying they were
Come
saying
on, Mike.
AR was trying to get back. If they were going to be in the playoff race, they weren't. So then he slowed down what they were doing.
Bro, he
That's
was
all.
never
That's
gonna
all I'm
play.
saying.
He was never gonna play.
He just
Okay.
wanted attention. Okay.
That's
If anyone really believed
Thank
that
you,
Aaron
Nick.
Rodgers was going to come back from a torn Achilles in 4 months,
You do
you're
not
fucking
understand
retarded.
how the human anatomy works.
All right.
Wait, what was he going to fucking find the fountain of youth somewhere? And go
I'm
on
saying,
go
yo,
on a
he was
side
in that
quest?
Achilles
Like, get the
factory.
fuck, yo,
You
like.
gonna take them healing potions? You're gonna find the secret forest?
You
Like,
mean, what is he gonna find the fucking the wizard of Goop Blah McGlorgleep and Planet Sector?
yeah, how there's what was it? The fucking Dolphins mating calls?
You know what I'm saying?
How did that work?
Like, come
Yeah.
on,
All right.
He was never come back from that.
Let's just
Never.
move the fuck
That was
on.
stupid.
Let's move on.
dumbest shit ever.
He was never come back from that. Anyone who listened to that was stupid. I'm like, why is this even a thing? Like,
Because it's Aaron
it's
Rodgers.
torn
He wanted
Achilles.
attention.
That's a whole year, sometimes even more than a year. Like, he wasn't coming back from that.
Okay.
That was
We'll
never
never know
happening
for
ever.
sure, though.
That was Dennis owes me a beer. I haven't seen him in like a year and a half. That dude was a myth, I swear.
Who was your beer?
That was Dennis. That's all. He's like $5. I was going to play
I
a
haven't
game.
seen him.
That's right. That dude was a myth. He
You-
only showed up during football.
You want to know how I know he wasn't gonna come back in December or January last year? Did you see any time he had to try to get out the pocket during that game? How he looked running? He was still limping a little bit.
Yeah.
So don't tell me that he was finna play 8 months ago, Mike. Fuck out here, bro.
We could make the same argument for Kirk Cousins.
No, bro.
We were talking about Kirk
And
Cousins.
never had the
back then, and
opportunity
we
to.
could say the same thing about Aaron Rodgers.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Literally, but after the first drive of the game, they didn't do shit. Like,
Yeah, they
like,
had
literally,
trouble.
like, that was it.
Yeah.
Of course, if Garrett Wilson didn't get tackled at the 2-yard line, I would have won my bet. But you know, that would have been Aaron
sorry
Rodgers.
for
Aaron
that.
Rodgers
All
passing
right, let's move
touchdown.
on to our week 2 picks and a little
But
breakdown.
what's Thursday night's game?
What?
The Thursday night's game, Bills and Dolphins. That happened already.
Oh, well, yeah, all right, yeah, I forgot.
Tua got injured again.
Yeah, that's all right, yeah, let's go. Yeah, we
James
gotta talk about
Cook
that for a second.
went off, dude. I mean, had 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Tua knocked out of Iowa.
Yeah, it's a shame, dude. It really
Tua
is.
Tagovailoa.
We all make fun, but in the end, it kind of sucks. Like, it's like another concussion.
Yeah.
It's like a hockey player at this point.
It's like, what, 4 and 2.5 years, 3 years? Yeah, it's
so
not
it's
great.
like, everyone's like, retire.
Yeah, so what do you guys, what's your opinion? Do you think he should retire, or what do you think?
Do whatever he wants to do.
I agree with that.
It's his life, his decision.
Because he's still pretty young, and it's hard to tell this dude.
You know what you sign up for when you play.
He could retire and get half the contract.
Andrew Luck did it. He did get guaranteed money, so I mean.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's his competitive nature. You're telling this dude, "Oh, you should retire. You can't do this. You can't." He's going to be like, "Watch me." I feel like all this retire talk is going to want him to come back faster and play. To come back, like, watch this and throw for 4 touchdowns. So, I think just let him do his thing. Let him make his decision. Just give him all the information from it, which people are doing. Like, listen. The amount of head traumas that you're getting, now you're more susceptible to concussions. You're playing a sport where concussions are heavy. Now it's easier to get them. Here's the science behind the amount of concussions you have and how old your brain is versus how old your brain is going to be when you're 40, 50.
I think that he has a relative knowledge of all those things.
No, he does, for sure. And he's going to make his decision.
It's not like it's 1960.
I don't think he's going to retire.
No.
I think he's going to want to keep.
No, they're going to have to. They would probably have to try to, I guess, force him to do so. Yeah. But I mean, even
now, if he gets concussed again this year, he's going to be out for the season. I think the NFL is going to step in and be like, "Listen, I know you want to play, but like, we can't have a dead guy. Like, we can't have you die.
We already have a couple.
So. Yeah, exactly. So we can't have another DeMar Hamlin situation.
A lot.
Yeah, it's bad. So, all right, yeah.
But the Bills did play well. I have to give them credit. James Cook went off.
James Cook, dude.
Like, he was going. And then
cooked.
Even when
3 touchdowns.
Even when Tua was still in the game, Devin Achane, he went off too. I mean, he was the only one getting the ball. Like, every time I'm looking, it's like Achane, screen, run. I'm like, bro, like, he's the only motherfucker getting the ball. Like,
I worked OT that game.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He did work overtime. But he was the only one doing anything. Like,
Waddle had a couple catches. Tyreek had like 1 or he didn't do.
He had like 3.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have. I'm like, nope. There goes that. So minus 10 for week 2. It's all right. I'm gonna come back and win.
It's all right.
But overall, Bills are 2-0. And Miami's 1-1.
Yeah, bro. Bills, and you know what? Bills always play Miami really well. Josh Allen has a really good record playing against Miami. Yeah. At Miami too. So no surprise there.
I thought Miami was going to come out and win because they were wearing the old Miami uniforms. I'm like, all right, I think Miami going to get this.
Yeah, I like those unis.
I'm like, Bills struggled against the Cardinals, but, Bills said, no, Nick, you don't know shit. We're going to win. We're going to whoop the Dolphins' ass. Even when Tua was in the game, like, he threw like 3 picks before he got hurt. So
I think Tua should start wearing that Guardian cap. Dead ass. I think that might be a smart idea for him. Hey, it's the dude Mike. Thanks for watching. Comment below of what you want us to talk about next. Put it in the next video. Give us a like. Hit that subscribe button for more. And stick around. We'll be here all season.